Welcome, everyone, to season 13, episode 15 of The Will Reads. Oh, Ian, do you have court?
I'm at a swim meet, and Ronan is obviously going to be the last one to come out of the locker room. Or river, excuse me.
Okay. Sounds about right. Sounds about right. Sounds good. Well, welcome, everyone. This is our anniversary episode. We started in January of 2020. So wow. This is our first episode of the year 2026. So we officially have done this for 6 years.
It's craisy.
Because 2020, 2021, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes.
So we're starting our 7th year.
Wait, how many kids? How many girlfriends? How many wives?
Wives.
Many.
We've been doing this for a long time. Yeah. So, anyways, fun time. So, yay celebration. Be a fun night. So I just wanted to announce that. That's the only announcement I really have. It's just that we're moving on to another year of doing this. And we're coming to the end. We're getting close, guys.
That's crazy. It is so hard.
That's what she said.
Excuse me.
Yeah. We did lose one member over the years as well. If you remember from our very first episode ever, you heard my dog with the squeaky toy in the back, and
yeah,
we lost her last year. So that was it's tough.
It was so
OG member.
So she was a good puppers
in December and not see the puppers.
She was a good puppers. Yeah, she was. Yeah, but yep, she lived a good life. But yeah, that was last March. So
yeah,
that was a while ago now. It was a weird Christmas though, without her wrecking everything. Kind of makes you. I mean, I know it's not like one of those things that like I say kind of tongue in cheek, but like really, it was kind of like, oh, she's not here to like try to eat everybody's food and like mess everything up. Because normally that's the case. But it's all right. That's sad. Teardrop. I'm trying to think of anything else for announcements goes.
I mean, the positive too. You've had a couple kids, and
I've had a couple
kids
married
over the years, and Ian's gotten married. So
I've only had one more kid since we started.
Oh well, yeah.
Yeah, because Eliza was just my daughter was just born.
So
yeah, she was born in November. I started the podcast in January.
Yeah.
So like she was like a baby.
Yes.
And how when I having a newborn did I start a podcast? I have no idea. I still don't know this day. But I made it through another newborn too. We recorded through all that.
You did.
Sorry guys, we haven't been on for a couple of weeks. There's been Christmas and then sickness and then Christmas and then sickness and then holidays and everything in between. So it's it is what it is. 'Tis the season. So how was everyone's Christmas? We haven't talked since then. How was the New Year? How's Christmas?
We really have not. So the last time we saw each other was at your open house.
Yeah, the Christmas party. Yeah.
Christmas party. And then I left a couple days later from Virginia and started feeling a little off. And then by Christmas Day, I was feeling like I was getting sick. By that evening, I was sick.
Yeah.
And so like at Thanksgiving, I was sick. Like the day after Thanksgiving, I was sick for a week and a half. And I had a week and a half break. And then I ended up getting influenza B. And now I have bronchitis and laryngitis. So yeah, it's just been almost an entire month of illness over here. And Chanel gets sick for like 2 days and then she's better. Me, I get sick and I'm sick for like 2 weeks.
Yeah. You boost that immune system up, man.
I know. I need to get back on my vitamins and minerals and back to working out and all the good stuff. So that's my
vitamin D.
Vitamin D.
The stress of life. This year has not been a fun year, and it continues to suck. So it's like and being the husband in the house, I'm the one that stresses the most, and I know it's not helping me out. So yeah, it is what it is.
It is what it is. Yeah, no, I hear you, man. Well, hopefully this year's a better year. I say that every year. I think 2035 is going to be my year.
Yeah.
I think that's 2035. I'm shooting for that. That's going to be my year. Still got a few more years to go before I hit that number. But yeah, so yeah, Slam
Also had a birthday.
Yeah.
And New
Yeah,
Year's.
you had your birthday. Yeah, we said happy birthday on Discord. Yeah,
Yeah,
and the New Year. All that fun
Definitely
stuff.
did absolutely nothing. So
Yesterday was Zool's birthday, so we said happy birthday.
so happy belated birthday.
Yeah, fun times.
Mm-hmm.
All the fun times.
Want to hear my crazy story for tonight?
Yes.
All right. So, swim meets at the Hampton Aquaplex. You've been by there. So, you know, the parking isn't gigantic for the size of these swim meets. So, there's like no parking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm recording, bro. Hush. Kids got no respect. So, anyways, like me and 20 other cars are driving around when I get here to find a spot.
Mm-hmm.
And this car's pulling out in front of me. So I'm like, all right, sweet. And I back in and like I park, get settled, grab my stuff, about to go in, open the door. And there's this like 6-foot dude standing there like, hey, you didn't see me sitting there trying to get that spot. Da-da-da-da-da. And look, okay, 6 foot, but he was like 60 years old. So like as he's first coming up in my mind, I'm like, oh, this old man is like asking for help or something. So like I wasn't initially defensive. So I'm starting to go like, hey, how's it going? What's up? How can I help you? And like he just starts tearing into me like that. And I was like, all that came out of my mouth was, what the fuck? And he's like, what'd you say to me? Da-da-da-da. And like he's literally trying to pick a fight. And then I was like, he's like, are you gonna move your car? I was like, no, man, I'm going inside. I was like, the parking here is ridiculous. Everybody knows it. Like, just go find another spot. And so I'm walking off because I'm like, I'm not trying to fight some old dude. And he said something like, you know what? Fuck you. And I was like, I turned it on. I'm like, I can't remember exactly what I said. I was like, no, you're not my type. You can't afford me anyways. And then, you know, older dude, like clearly you don't make gay jokes to the old crowd. He got really offended. Anyway, so he started hollering more. And then I was like, I'm not going to have sex with you in this parking. Like I'm screaming it. And yeah. So that's how I de-escalated that one. I'll tell you what. So I went in, I watched River swim an event, and I'm thinking in my mind, I'm like, I can't believe that just happened. Like, that's ridiculous. And like, I'm thinking like, should I have played that different? And sure, maybe. But I'm also thinking if he'd approached any other way, with him being 60, all he had to do was be like, bro, I've been waiting for a bit. Can I get that spot? I'd have been like, shit, yeah. But like he was hostile right out the gate. So then I'm like, well, that fucker had it coming. But I'll say this, Chris, we've talked about some of these things before. I've been in fights before, and I don't like fighting because like I don't have a in between. I don't have a strategic. It's like once the determination is that it's happening, I'm 110%. Like that's it. And so like the adrenaline goes through the roof and everything. And then afterwards you get that adrenaline dump and you feel like crap. It's like, oh, jittery. I'll tell you what, it is far worse for you to get your haunches up like, oh shit, it's about to go down. Like I was right there. I was like, one more step. And he was big. He might've been 60. Dude was big. I'm not going to let him close that space on me. I was like, one more step. This is happening.
Yeah.
And then you walk away from something like that. The adrenaline crash after that, bro, I was,
oh yeah.
It was pumping.
I'm sure.
Yeah. At our kids, I was about to be one of those parents that gets in a fight at a kid's sporting event.
I had something similar to that. I didn't have as good as remarks to you. Like the other day I went to Chick-fil-A and like I went inside to get the food because the line was like ridiculous around the building. So I went inside, got my food, and was pulling out. And when I pulled out of the parking space, this other guy's pulling out at the same time. You know, like he was a couple spaces down. So we're both backing up at the same time. And I was kind of going slow just because I didn't want to like think I was not seeing him. And then he just started laying on his horn on me. And I was like, okay. So like, dude, we're both leaving. Not a big deal. Came around. He went and like cut me off like immediately, like in traffic, got to the next stoplight and like told me to roll down my windows. Old guy too. Big white beard, like driving a pickup truck. Like,
did he look like Captain Kangaroo? Because my guy was an old white dude that looked like Captain Kangaroo.
Yeah, it might be the same guy. Red truck?
Some angry old man.
Was it a red truck? Well, don't tread on
no, he was in a little blue car.
All right, might have different guy. But anyway, he's yelling, screaming at me. I roll down the window, and like he starts yelling at me, and I'm like, who hurt you? And I just like turned green. And I like
That is what I was thinking. I was like,
who hurt you?
maybe it was just the parking lot traffic, but something serious is going on in his life. Like it was a way huge overreaction. Dude lost it. Or maybe that was the third maybe that was the third spot he lost tonight. I don't know. But it was way too much.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I don't know. It's similar. I don't know. Maybe something in the water because same thing last week happened to me. Like, dude, just really upset about nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't put up with that mess.
Yeah, just craziness. People be crazy. It's all good.
Yeah.
My that's usually my go-to response when people start yelling at me. It's like, who hurt you, man? Like, life's too short. Yeah. But anyway, so with me, besides that craziness, that Christmas was good. We had fun. Did a little traveling. Went up to the mountains, up to Appalachia area for a bit because that's where my wife's family's from. So we spent some time up in the mountains, and then that's about it. New Year's Eve was fun. Big good time, but nothing really crazy. Just a pretty chill couple weeks.
2025 went out with a fizzle.
Yeah. Some people are a-holes, just having bad days. Yeah, Spring Trade, you're 100% right. Like some people are just having a bad day, and I get it. That's why I'm just like, dude, like life's not worth it. Like, chill out. Like, don't get that angry, man.
I wanted to lecture him and be like, all right, there's nowhere in the 757 where you walk up to some stranger's car with an attitude. That is a horrible idea. I'm like, bro, I'm not going to do anything to you like that, but I do dumb stuff. I would not do that. What are you doing?
Right.
That was dumb.
Yeah. That's how. Yeah. There's a lot of. And Hampton's not the nicest place to do that either.
No, not at all.
Not necessarily safe.
It is an invitation. An invitation.
The Aquaplex is not necessarily in a super bad area. Kind of. Kind of. It's not Shell Road, but it's still no, you don't do that. Yeah. Correct. Anyway, fun times. Yeah, I had some bums bum rush my car and crackheads. Oh, that happens like daily around here.
Yeah.
Crackheads come up to your car. That's like a normal thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. You can't stop and get gas in this area without a crackhead coming up to you. Like it's just it's just everyday life.
It is for real. I mean,
kind of used to it.
Charlotte's got some pockets too that are like that. Everywhere's got pockets. So everywhere.
Well, you got a lot of it in Newport News and Hampton.
You do. You got a whole lot of it.
Like, yeah, every like, and the one place I get like the best discount gas is like the worst. Like it's always super bad and super like because there's only one gas station. So like, because I grocery shop at Harris Teeter, you get full fuel points.
Yeah.
So like I get like a ton of money off my gas if I fill my it's like the ghettoest gas station. It's only one in the entire area. It's the only gas station you can do it at. And no one else accepts the fuel points. So you have to go to this horrible gas station. And it's always like, man, I mean, I do want to save the money, but at the same time, I kind of don't. Is it worth it? Oh, fun times. Anyways, yeah. So I get all the points there because my parents shop there too, and they don't use gas. So they both drive electric cars. So I get to use all their points.
Oh heck yeah.
Fun times. Anyways, so
I do the same. I use my mom's Harris Teeter number when I could get their gas, and bro, it'll be like 50 cents off a gallon sometimes.
Yeah. You can get Kroger gas. You can get it all the way down to 3 cents a gallon. But you have to like do it just right, like and do the Friday like quadruple points. It's like 4 times points on Fridays. And there's all these like tricks you can do, and then you can get the gas all the way down to 3 cents a gallon.
Yeah,
but you can only get like 35 gallons or something like that. Like it's pretty.
That's dinner.
Yeah. So anyway. Yeah, 3 cents a gallon gas, dude.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, we fill up our gas. We go double or triple deep when we get that.
Giggity.
we're not supposed to. You're only supposed to do it with one car, but we'll have like cars stacked up and like trade the gas nozzle around. Like everyone's getting gas. We're all going together.
Gas on me. The ultimate.
It's on me. 3 cents gas. Anyway, fun times. Yeah. What's for dinner, Ian?
Mezza, those Mediterranean bowls. I don't know if you've had it, but for something quick, like it's really good.
It's really good. Dude, their pickle radishes are delicious.
And I figure for like a post swim meet, like it's pretty balanced, but it's got good healthy carbs in there. And I did like the double meat on his, so he's good.
Oh yeah, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. Good stuff. Anyways, you ready to talk about some of the time? We got a lot to talk about these chapters. So
here's my invitation.
What's that? Oh,
my invitation for you to start the chapters.
Okay. There you go. So, chapter was it 36? Yeah, an invitation. Yeah, there you go. It's an invitation. Yeah, we're getting right into it. So Egwene, we're in the tower, and she's talking to Nynaeve, about the fight with Messina.
Can we just say, by the way, as we get started, Alan definitely enjoyed our live reaction to this.
Oh, I did.
Because these chapters were just freaking phenomenal.
Yeah.
And
wild. It was so good.
Yeah. And to finally have our characters kind of really stepping up into leadership and then making demands on others and coming up with solutions. It's really nice to start seeing 6 years start to tighten up and wrap up. Yeah.
Yep.
It starts with the Egwene and the Wise Ones and the Windfinders, which is crazy.
It does. Yeah. So they're all talking about their plans and goes to meet with the Wise Ones and the Windfinders, as she said. Amis is complaining to Egwene because they brought these children into the dream.
It's funny to listen to the Wise Ones talk about others being in the dream when we just, had Perrin go through what he went through in the dream. And am I getting ahead of myself?
No, you are getting ahead of yourself.
Maybe. I'm sorry, guys. It's been a minute. I am getting ahead of myself.
It has been a while. No, this is when they're all meeting the dream to come up with.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So what we're about to have, I'm getting ahead of myself. Getting a chapter ahead of myself. Like what the Windfinders do or don't know, it isn't really consequential when it comes to the Wise Ones. Like the Wise Ones feel like the dream is their space, and as the active reader, we know that the Wise Ones still have a lot to learn about the dream. So
yeah, well, yeah, but they all do.
I think Egwene is not dumb, right? So she knew by having these people in there untrained with these Ongrels, Strongrels, wherever they are, that the Wise Ones would be upset. But that plays right into her plan of like, well, they're going to have it, and other people are probably going to have it. Maybe you should train them. Like this, we could march through like how everything unfolds. I've given Egwene some crap, but I was thinking about this 2 ways as this chapter was unfolding. One, I'm like, you're so silly. You're making these plans for after the last battle. You have no idea what's going to happen. And I'm not even talking about winning or losing. You don't know. Maybe we win, air quotes, but in winning, nobody has the ability to channel anymore. Like, this is radical change coming. So at first I'm like, why are you making all these plans afterwards? But then I thought about it and I was like, you know what? Everything I've ever done as a leader and been taught about in leadership is you always have your immediate short-term, like medium-term, long-term goals. You can't ever take your foot off the gas of planning for them. So with that in mind, big kudos. And then as this unfolds, like her whole strategy of walking everybody into exactly what she wants is fantastic. It's beautifully done. It was a masterpiece. And she walked the Wise Ones into it also. And they normally don't get caught off guard like that. I kind of feel like that gave her extra respect for them once they figured out what they were getting walked into.
Yeah.
And I mean, to that point, we have this conversation where, like you said, Egwene is orchestrating and showing the need for these three groups of women to really become as one as they can. Like, she
Mhm.
doesn't expect for them to become Aes Sedai. She's even, with
Yeah.
the other Aes Sedai that are there, with the wise ones, with the Wind Finders, she's like, what we need to do is we need to really have cohorts that are exchanged, and we need
Mhm.
to have people go from each group and learn the strengths of the others, and then teach those strengths to their own people,
Right.
and then allow them to then make their decision as to who they want to be with. If you have a Wind Finder that wants to become a wise one, if you have a wise one that wants to become an Aes Sedai, like, we should open up a channel and a way for women to come together, women with the power to come together,
Yeah.
and to strengthen ourselves, because we are fighting this final battle, and then we don't know what other future battles may hold. We still have the Shan-Chan to worry about. We still have unexplored worlds to worry about. And like Ian said, we don't know what's going to come after the final battle, if there is an after. So we
Yeah.
need to be preparing to strengthen ourselves.
Yep. 100%.
And I mentioned her kind of walking everybody in the room into this decision of hers. That's not just the Windfinders and the wise ones. She has Aes Sedai with her as well. And at the end of all this, when they're mumbling, they're like, "Oh, this is never going to happen. Like, what are you thinking? Da 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 da." And she breaks down a couple logic bombs on them, and she's already like winning over the Aes Sedai with, "Yeah, this is the way it's got to be."
Yeah. Yeah. And they agree that each group will send 2 apprentices at a time to each of each other's groups for a period of 6 months to 2 years. And of course, they can decide after that point. And yeah.
I think that was a highlight for me also of, we're going to structure it so there is actually quality training going on with some of the best pupils, right? But we're going to guarantee that they are going to go back. But after a certain amount of time, there's still a choice. So it doesn't matter what house you rise up in. You have opportunities to train in others, and then you come back home, and then you still have a choice when you're kind of like a full-blown mage, to decide what kind of lifestyle and what kind of channeler you want to be.
I mean, this is the serious meeting amongst multiple meetings that are occurring right now, as this is like also part of the trap to try to get the Black Aja out. So this is genius on multiple levels for Egwene.
Great point.
Yeah.
This is bait, but it's not just bait. Like, it's also like quality has purpose. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even look at it like that. That's great.
Right. And they get into talking about Ashman for like a tiny second before Suan runs in and says the battle's begun. So we get that.
Yeah.
Where's your "it's about to go down" clip?
I got rid of it.
Oh no! Well, this is where it would go, because it's
He's getting ready
about to go down.
Yeah, I had to get rid of a bunch of clips to get ready for record. Like, so you can only have so many clips on StreamYard. I learned that because I was maxed out, so I had to get rid of a ton of clips to make room for other podcast stuff. Sorry.
It's okay. Like,
I can upload them back. Yeah. Hey, I've thought about switching, but at the same time, the other ones don't allow as much either. So it is what it is. We're working with what we got. So yeah.
And with all this going on in the exact same space, we have Perrin,
who is running
for his life from Slayer
with his like torch, our archery spike. But like, I feel like it's like an Olympic run.
No, it's a baton.
It's baton.
He's doing a relay race. Because they hand it off a couple of times during this race. He hands it to Slayer, then Slayer hands it back. It's a baton.
Right. And he decides, Tar Valon would be great cover, which is like the worst idea in the entire world. That's how we end the chapter. It's especially the parent. And like going like,
it's the best idea.
It's the best idea for Perrin. It's the worst idea for the whole of Tar Valon.
Well, it
Well,
didn't end up the way I thought it would. It ends up great. But remember, I was hoping that the collision was going to be Egwene and Perrin in this dream world, and then somehow their powers combined. I didn't quite get that their powers combined. Maybe we get that later.
Yeah.
But still, the meeting in this world, awesome. Has to happen. Great choice.
Yeah.
Ta'Veren.
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 So yeah, anything else from this chapter? This is more the shorter one before we get to the more BT ones, which is the next two.
No, again, stroke of genius by Egwene.
So I love how this cliffhanger like ends too, because we have like the battle's beginning with Egwene, we have Perrin running into the city, and we're like, okay, the next chapter definitely has to go into that, and we start with chapter 37, Darkness Tower. Gawain. It's like what?
I didn't even remember
But
that.
it works though.
It does.
Last time we left Gawain and we knew all of this was coming, we were practically begging him to be like I've been defensive of him for so long as people attack him, and I think he's made the best decisions he could along the way. But his decision to just send the knife with a note and not immediately go, that's his first really big whoopsie. So I was satisfied to get here, and the whole time I'm like, go, go, go. Stop walking around. Don't say goodbye to people. You don't need to talk to anybody. Just go.
Just go.
So
Yeah.
I needed this.
Yeah. So we get to Darkness in the Tower. So Gawain realizes that he can go to Egwene as her warder, so to serve her. So he decides to go ahead and return.
He has a lot of moments in this chapter. Like it's very short bursts, but it makes a big difference because
100%.
like he realizes that his hatred of Rand comes more from frustration and maybe even jealousy.
Yeah.
And he's like, I feel like as a person who was born to be a ruler of nations and leader of armies, like what is my role and how did I lose it to a sheep herder?
Yeah.
Like I can understand that. I can understand the frustration, feeling like your life was led to this point and somebody else has captured it to the point to where they've even knocked up your sister and that literally running around ruling the world, and here you are like a puppy chasing behind Egwene who just doesn't get it right now.
Everyone wants to rule the world.
Yeah.
But bum, bum. Sorry, Tears for Fears. Anybody? No.
Not me.
No.
Sorry.
Okay.
You lost me.
Everybody wants to rule the world. Yeah. Let's see. Perrin is carrying the spike to move the dome. But
Hold on, I do got a little thumb here. I just had to get around the traffic circle, and then when I get close to my mom's, I might phase for a bit while I connect to the Wi-Fi.
Mhm.
I had a small issue with this Gawain section. So I won't go through all of it, but I've had issues with the Gawain Egwene thing and them trying to figure each other out and how this relationship is going to work. The way it was written, it's not that he said it was how things are unfolding with Egwene that he came to those realizations, but it hinted towards that. What was missing, what should have been here, was this person, Gawain, was literally trained his whole life for this role, not as a warder, but to serve as, the protector of his sister. So like this would have been perfect opportunity for like flashback advice from Morghese or from who was the captain there?
Geet?
No.
No. Former.
Gareth Bryn?
Gareth.
Yeah, Gareth Bryn. I feel like the interactions with Egwene have been so short-lived. And yes, I know, like, love makes you do all sorts of things, and he is still young and figuring things out. But I feel like if there was an aha moment here, it would have been more of like the duty that he was taught from his mother and from his instructors coming up. I don't know, it might sound like something stupid, but it just felt like an opportunity was missed in writing this. Well, it was a very silly, he's going to go pout for a little while and then just go, wait a minute, I have to be the harmony to her, blah, blah, blah. And yes, good, I get it. That's where we want to be. But like how it happened. I would have wrote it different.
I mean, the thing that you have to really think about is that as a captain commander and as the first prince or whatever the title is, like he has the title, he has authority, he has power and privilege. As a warder, he's a man that is succumbing to the desires of a single woman and her whims. So in that it's different. He even states, he's like, if I become a warder, I'd have to step aside and help her change the world.
I hear you. I was thinking that some too. It just, I don't know. And then I started thinking, I was like, how silly are these young kids thinking that they have to have the relationship 100% figured out before they commit to it? Like, I mean, he doesn't have to be the perfect warder to be a warder to her. She doesn't have to be the perfect Aes Sedai and Amyrlin to, you know, bond him and they figure this out. You go back to the beginning of Lan and Moraine, and part of why they are so great is because of the struggles they went through in figuring out their relationship from the beginning to where they are now, you know?
Well, true. But you got to layer on the relational aspect of it too. Like, they're not only warder and Aes Sedai, but there's legitimate love there. So not only is he stepping aside to help her become great, or to, you know, to kind of give her what she needs, he's also like stepping aside in his role of being what he feels like a husband should be, which is a provider.
Yeah.
So it's deeper than what we have left in this book.
Yeah. True. Well, he does also remember blood knives, so he, decides to
rush.
And then we switch to Egwene, who, is discussing false plans and Black Aja attacks. I guess was it Saren and Morven tell Egwene that they were in the middle of discussing, false plans about Ered Daman when the Black Aja attacked and they killed a couple sisters. And Egwene's like, okay, good, thanks for the update. Time for you guys to leave. Wise ones go back to Threefold Land. They're like, we can't. Something's wrong. We're stuck here. So chaos.
And this is that moment where it's like, if only people communicated in the Wheel of Time.
Yeah.
Because Perrin had no idea what was going on in the White Tower. The White Tower definitely had no idea what was going on with Perrin.
Yeah.
You know, and Egwene and Perrin haven't talked in
forever.
Decades and forever. And all of a sudden, Perrin's messing up the mother's plan, you know?
Yep. So they're going to full attack mode. What?
Hold on now.
Uh-huh.
I was going to save this for the end, but I'll go ahead and put it right here. Did he mess up the mother's plan? I don't think he made it any worse. But if Perrin, if when he got there, Perrin got thrown into her mess and he had to solve it for her, he would have snatched up every single Black Aja plus the Forsaken in a split second. It would have been over. But if Egwene and all of the Aes Sedai had to fight his fight, they'd all be dead.
Agreed.
Hands down. And I know that's not what you were getting at, but you made me think it when it was like he went and messed up her plans. Like, shoot, this is his world. Even the wise ones don't even, they're out of their element, Donnie.
You're out of your element, Donnie. You're out of your element. This isn't Nom.
They all realize that there's like a violet light in the sky, and they're like, there's a dome over us. Like, we can't go anywhere.
Yep.
And like they realize they can move within the dome because they start to check on each other, but there's no getting out of this. They're all in it.
They pull back to the Magician's Way, but they can't leave the city. So most of the women go back that way, including Amis, Bear, and Melaine. And then we switch to Perrin's point of view, where he's having a talk with Slayer, and Slayer's kind of like, this is kind of interesting because like they have their little talk, and he's like, "Why do you hate me so much?" Because I'm indifferent. I don't really care about you. Like, just you're kind of just in my way. Yeah. Slayer tells him that Luke hates him, but I don't really care.
He even compliments him. He's like, "You've grown in skill. I should have killed you months ago."
Yeah.
Like he realizes the error of his way because he's allowed Perrin too much time to really figure things out. Perrin's like, "I think you tried," and he's like, "Did I though?"
Yeah, even before these chapters, when they were starting out, when they were messing with each other before, and then all throughout this, every time Slayer recognizes that Perrin is like doing something that's like level up, like next level, he's either in his thoughts or out loud very complimentary. He's like, oh, you figured out how to replace your blood. That'll come in handy, buddy. Good job.
Yeah.
Well, then if Slayer's like, I'm gonna need that dream sight back, and he like starts stepping towards him. He's like, one more step closer, and I'm gonna destroy it. And Slayer's like, you don't have the power to do that. And then he kind of like looks over at Perrin's shoulder, and Perrin like realizes what's over his shoulder. He's like, I'll go to Dragon Mount then.
Yep.
And Slayer's like, no.
Yep. Slayer gives it away. He looks up at the volcano, I think, first, and he's like, "Oh, huh."
Right when Perrin looks at it, Slayer starts coughing, and he's like,
"Yep."
Had a Lord of the
Lord of the
Rings vibe to it.
Throw it into Mount Doom.
Throw it into Mount Doom. See what happens. And of course, you got Slayer. He's like, "Look, boy, don't press me. I've already killed 4 wolves today." Like,
yep.
Perrin's like, 4? No, what 4?
It's like, you're light work. Don't worry about it. Yeah. So then we switch back to Gawain. Gawain runs into Egwene's room and collects was it Solark and Mazone along the way.
Mm.
And he arrives just in time as the blood knives have gone in. Just in time. Yeah, he sends Mazone out to get reinforcements, but Solark stays to fight. But the Bloodlights make quick work of him. Like, cut his head off him immediately.
all right, let's pause and look at this objectively here. When we say gets there just in time, of course, as the reader going through the first time, I think that, just in time.
Sure.
But like, how just in time? What if he didn't pout, and what if he didn't send that note before? What if he came too soon before and Egwene had a chance to talk to him and blew up at him again and kicked him out?
Yeah.
Or put him under guard or something like that. When we say just in time, knowing how all this unfolds, like, are we talking to Viren just in time? I'm not saying Gawain is, but like, is this such a significant event that the other Ta'veren that are involved like cause this pool, like literally in the perfect moment? If he was any later, too late. Any sooner, like too soon. Perfect timing.
Yeah.
All hail Gawain.
Okay. I think we're at that point in the book where everything's gonna feel like Ta'veren.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So, but yeah, they get into a pretty epic fight here. And
I think it's funny, by the way, how the men that followed him, he's like, I didn't ask you guys to come, but I appreciate you coming. They're like, when you see an officer with the look on their face that you had, we learned to just run with you.
It's like those videos you ever seen, the videos, like the prank videos, the guy like screaming, running, coming around the corner, and like people start running with them because they think something's coming after them. If you see someone like terrified or with a purpose, either way, the flip side of that, Gawain's like with a purpose, but like a lot of emotion in someone's face, you just okay.
Yeah. I mean, Gawain gets there and he sees chaos is already happening, but he reaches Egwene and he's like, it looks like she's just sleeping.
Yep. So it doesn't look like she's been hurt yet. But yeah, the Bloodlights make quick work of Solark, and then as you know, he sees movement out of the corner of his eyes and sees Mazone's body, who he had sent away, dropping a third blood knife entering the room, and we flash away at that point. So things are getting bad. So his reinforcements aren't coming.
No, I
men-
mean, you definitely like you had him though. There was a moments of awesomeness from Godwin because
oh sure, yeah, no, he's
he goes to check on her, and all of a sudden he like Spidey senses something coming, so he
Uh-huh.
like pulls out his blade and blocks right away a strike at his own neck. And then
right.
he like drops into apple blossom in the wind and begins to shout. But like you said, his men were
Are all diced up
Easy.
already.
easy
Yeah.
work, which sucks.
So Rand in his best with two hands versus Gawain, sword fight only, no channeling. No, you got to turn off the Tiviriness.
Godwin, 100%.
I would pick Gawain. Now this one hurts. I almost don't want to say it out loud because you got to consider it. Gawain versus Lan.
I was about to say,
Land.
but you have to consider
Land
it as well.
years of
You
training.
also consider it as well. Gawain versus Matt with a spear. Or course.
If you take away Matt's luck, but Matt does have this luck thing where he doesn't know what he's doing in moments, but does the exact right thing. So with that, Matt can win. Without that, Matt would probably lose to a lot of folks.
Matt would just trip and then the spear would flip over on its side and just happen to slice down in half.
Mhm.
Right. Agreed.
Land for sure. That's what the chat's saying. Yeah. Land's the man.
Yeah.
I mean, Gawain's good, but that's not Land. You can't disrespect Land like that.
If they ended up in a sword fight and Gawain killed Lan, nobody else would read the last book. Everybody would be like, screw this whole series. I'm done.
I'm done. Yeah.
Now it's crazy because you get these really nice cliffhanger transitions where it's like the three of them attack together. It's like, oh no, is Goblin gonna die? And
then
we went
change-
through this as we were listening, live listening, and we honestly hated each moment because as soon as we were getting invested in a character, change.
Yep.
And we get invested in this next character. And we were like, I don't want to hear about Goblin right now. I want to listen to what's going on with Egwene. And then
Yeah.
you get to Goblin, it's like, oh, this is really good. I don't want to know what's happening with Perrin right now.
Yep.
But
But now Perrin. So we're back to Perrin.
Yeah.
And Perrin,
Also, Alan was laughing at us the whole time, which made it kind of funny. I laughed along with him, but reinforcing the dark friend nature of Alan. He was watching us struggle through that and enjoying it.
embrace the dark side. Look, I got little miniatures for Christmas. Little Darth Vader lightsaber.
ooh, that's cool.
Also got a Obi-Wan one too.
Ooh, so you can
That was fun.
left hand, right?
It was fun. Yeah. You had to build them. Like they're really frustrating. She had to like put like the little screws in. It was tough. I'm not that great at that stuff. But yeah. Anyways, so Perrin and Slayer, they're fighting, and Slayer's able to steal the Dream Spike and runs off. Right as he runs off, Hopper appears.
It's like young bull leap from the rooftops in Tarvalon. Like Perrin let the wolf freeze, what it says. That was kind of the quote that I liked.
Yeah.
And Slayer just like they were almost having Matrix moments
Yeah.
where like a hammer would swing and then Slayer would disappear. And then a knife would come and then Perrin would wolf out. And then an arrow would fly and Perrin would be in another spot. And then teeth would come and then Slayer would smack a wolf down. Like,
yeah.
In my mind, it's kind of like the Dragon Ball Z moment, that type of thing. Like Matrix meets Dragon Ball Z, where there weren't really any punches being landed, but there were some awesome blows being thrown.
Yeah.
And
Definitely.
then, like you said, Slayer gets what he came for.
And we switch away again as they go to chase Slayer and back to Egwene. So Egwene kills Mestra and imagines what is it, Evanella being stupid. You know, because she's like, oh, these black guys don't know how the dream world works. This is great. Like, just, I just imagine you're dumb. She's like, gotcha. And then while she's trying to decide what to do, Messina arrives and tries to take control of Egwene. So she's forced to flee. She meets up with Nynaeve.
Tactical retreat.
What you said?
Tactical retreat. Remember,
Yes.
he devised all this for this encounter.
Right.
So she's not running away like, oh, I'm so scared. It's knowing she does not need to be taking her on one-on-one. We need to keep moving until we have the advantage. So again, not cowardice, very smart, great strategy by Egwene.
But then you also have Baird, who's like, your patterns are too obvious. You need to spice things up. Like,
Right.
it's like you're a freaking Aiel. Everything's obvious to you. Like, you might be a wise one, but you're also an Aiel.
Right.
I don't even think they're really, I mean, yeah, they're fighting when they have to, but I don't think they see this as a battle or their battle. They see this as Egwene's battle. And this is kind of like, not a test, but certainly a rites of passage moment. Because you get the feeling like they're watching everything unfold and they're like, let's see what young Squirt does here.
I thought the same thing too as I was listening. I was like, at what point can Baird just pop in here and just stabby?
I bet you Bear's the one who can't actually channel, right?
Yeah, Bear can't channel, but she's really good in the dream world.
But she's in the dream world. She could just
So
she
would
disguises herself as a wall here, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. I'd imagine her abilities are probably the closest to what Perrin can do as far as the mental control just and the power behind it. So I feel like she could have taken over and ended this kind of quickly. And I know I'm reading into this, the book doesn't tell us that. But that's what I think. But it was for Egwene's sake. Egwene had to do this. But I also think they weren't going to let Egwene die.
Agreed. 100%.
Yeah.
And then we get Perrin.
And they get Perrin, and he's running through the White Tower and then runs into Egwene. And he's like, it's dangerous here. Like, what are you doing? You shouldn't be here. And she's like, I don't have time for you. And like binds him with ropes. And he's like, no. They just disappear off. It's like, Egwene, I need to talk to you for a second. It's like, I can't talk to you right now. It's like, listen. And she's like, kind of taken back to. She's like, wait, what? You just did that? and then we get the woman that just starts to weave. And
Finger blasting is the best.
I didn't delete that clip.
Perrin is loyal to his woman, and he guards his glory hole like Neo, and just goes, no, and deflects.
It says a bar of hot white light shot from the woman. Perrin raised a hand before him, and Egwene. The light vanished as if stopped by his palm. Egwene turned. The wall above the woman. Burning rock showered down. A chunk smashed the woman on the brutal head. And then she looks at him and is like, you stop Balefire? Nothing should be able to do that. He's like, it's just a weave. Just a weave.
Just a weave.
Shrugged his shoulders. It's just a weave.
It's one of the greatest.
That was my favorite part of this whole thing. It's just a weave.
It's a weave.
He doesn't even know what he's doing. In the midst of this battle, he teaches her a very valuable lesson. It is just a weave. Here, it's just a weave.
Right.
Yeah.
Until I run around, nothing's real. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you think.
He's like, sorry, Egwene, gotta go. And
pulls a rock. It doesn't matter. And he goes ahead and runs off, and she's just standing there like sputtering. What the hell just happened? Like what and we switch back to Gawain. So
quick commercial break. Have y'all seen like all the Doomsday stuff that's coming up?
The Doomsday stuff.
Avengers Doomsday.
Oh no, I have not seen any of that.
Oh, I thought you're talking real world Doomsday. I was getting excited. I was like, please tell me.
Oh, no, well, you just turn on the news.
Awkward.
Is it wrong that I'm less excited about the fictional Doomsday stuff? Oh, fictional Doomsday. Okay. Yeah, that's neat. Tell me about it. I was just hoping I wouldn't have to go to work tomorrow, honestly.
Yeah. It's Doomsday. Is there another Dune coming out?
I think that is happening too.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
I'm all about some Dune. Some Dune. There's a couple of good movies coming out. You got Doomsday, you have Dune, you have Disclosure Day. I showed you guys the preview for that last time.
Yeah.
That's new Spielberg joint. Looks good.
Mm.
I'm all about that stuff. That looks good.
Yes.
So
the Marvel is going to be releasing a ton of stuff. So Gonna be fun.
Well, hopefully it gets good again. Because for a while there, I think Marvel's been slacking. No offense, but
I think
to
they've
the
got a
Marvel fans
lot
out
of.
there.
I think they have a lot of projects that they're working on behind the scenes, and so they gave us
Yeah.
some filler stuff.
Yeah, I feel like they tried to experiment a lot during this. What do they call it? It's not seasons, but arcs or
Yeah,
yeah, whatever. It's like yeah, or phases. Phase
Phase.
whatever. They call it phases. Yeah. I feel like this one was a lot of very much experimental and like they're trying different ideas and see what sticks. I'm like, let's go back to the roots.
and yes, I did watch Dune Prophecy. It was great.
Dune Prophecy.
hmm
Nice.
I'm reading chat. So
Okay.
anyway, Goblin is fighting for his life.
He is. He is taking a lot of cuts.
The
But
fact that he
no
is,
kill blows.
I feel like the fact that he is still facing 3 trained murderers. I mean, he's still young. And yes,
Yeah.
he's trained by Gareth Brin, but these 3 people are Shanshan assassins who have
Yeah.
dedicated their life and have magical abilities.
Yeah.
And he is holding his own. So this is where Ian, we give some credibility to your. Is this due to maybe Egwene's Tavirnness?
Yeah.
Because I feel like
Yeah,
this,
it seems the odds, the way you described it, their level, and there's 3 of them. I get that he loves her and he has some training, but he should be dead.
Yeah.
So why
Yeah.
isn't he?
they pressed him to the utmost of his ability, leaving him bloodied half a dozen times over the arms and legs.
Yep.
He used the cyclone rages and
Mhm.
defended his vitals. But still, like, these are 3 trained assassins who have put their life on the line.
Yep.
Literally, they're kamikaze assassins.
They're kamikazes. They're dying anyway.
Yeah.
So,
The other thing, that all 3 of them fighting with absolutely nothing to lose.
right.
And he has everything in this moment. So
Right. Yeah. I mean, this is just parallels to another book. So in the Cosmere reads, we're doing Warbreaker right now. And when they're talking about the lifeless, no, I'm gonna sorry, Cosmere spoilers. So I will put my hands up when I'm done if you guys have not read Warbreaker. So anyway, when they talk about the lifeless, they talk about how they don't have any like any more intrinsic mobility than anyone else. What gives them an advantage in fighting is that they're already dead and they feel no pain, so they have no fear. So you take 2 people that have the same amount of sword training ability, but one has 0 fear and feels 0 pain, and their skill level's the same, but the guy with no pain and no fear is gonna win. Anyway,
yeah.
so blood lives are really similar in that. I mean, I guess though they are skilled, but they also have no fear and they probably feel pain, but no fear. They're already dead men walking.
It's so funny in this moment that Godwin has the thought process to go, you need to spend more time thinking and less time about running straight into danger. I should have alerted the entire tower.
Yep.
He definitely could have been running and screaming as he was running, like calling people to arms.
Yeah, definitely.
But the situation leading up to this, remember, if it was a false alarm, he didn't really know until he got outside the doors. I mean, he knew it was going to happen, but not like right then and there. But
Agreed.
true. Yeah, it's more of it would have been really nice had I alerted more people. But I wouldn't judge yourself too hard there, Godwin.
Yeah.
Yep. But then he also starts using his brain and realizes, hey, if I can go full Luke Skywalker and just take away all my sight, take away all the shadows, knock out all the lights, level the playing field.
Mhm.
So, feel
He
the force.
Pillow and smothered the light.
Yep. And went full darkness mode, which, yep. I don't know if
Which very
Luke
started
Skywalker
becoming beast.
or Daredevil. Either way.
I
The
like that.
analogy works either way.
Yeah, I feel more of a Luke Skywalker moment,
Yeah. I like that better. I like that moment better.
but it worked out.
It does. Yep. And then he collapses. So he takes another wound, actually, while killing the last one. But yep.
But he did kill
I wo-
all
I
3
wonder-
of them.
I wonder how much these assassins actually train fighting as a group.
Hmm.
You would think they're, obviously the numbers stack up against, Gawain, but if they're trained to be like super stealthy assassins, probably most of their focus is on moving as an individual and taking people out.
Right.
Oh yeah.
I'm not saying it's going to severely disadvantage them, but if you're not used to fighting as a team in a situation like this, it's not necessarily a huge advantage.
Right. Yeah.
And then we switch.
Then we switch again to Messina. Masana. Sorry.
Great mistress.
Yeah, and she is punishing Katarine.
Because Masana knows what's up. She knows what this
Yeah.
dome is all about.
Yeah.
And she's like, we have to find the spike. We have to get it
Mhm.
away from here. We don't know why the spike is even here. Like, what the heck is going on?
Right.
We need to be able to retreat when it's time to retreat.
Right.
And Katarina's like, sorry, can't help you.
Yep.
And that's
pretty much
it. She's like looking around. She finds Egwene. And she's like, Egwene will know where the device is. Let's get to her. It's clearly she found a device and is using it against us. So she's creating all these thoughts in her head, giving Egwene credit for something that was completely just coincidental. Or was it? Was it Ta'Veren?
Ta'Veren.
Definitely. Yeah. I guess, and then she also puts a weave on Katarine too, and instructs her to capture Egwene. So that happens.
Yeah. A little disguise.
Yeah, a little disguise. It's for Perrin. So she
Sarah held Hopper by the scruff of his neck. The wolf had an arrow through his side. Blood ran down his paw. Wind blew across the rock, catching the blood and spraying it across the stone. Hopper!
Yeah.
Man,
this was a moment.
I kind of thought it would happen when Hopper showed up here.
Yeah.
I
had a feeling.
I had a feeling too, but I was just like hoping and praying. Because Hopper's my boy. Like, he's a good boy.
Yeah. Yep. Perrin tries to catch.
I overthink this stuff though. So like, I would have hated to be Perrin in that moment because, the first time you lost Hopper, you mourn an actual death like you do your entire life.
Mm-hmm.
And then you realize he's not totally gone. He exists in this dream world. Then he dies in the dream world. Now you're like, do I mourn now? Is there a third level that like we don't know about? Will he just be my Jiminy Cricket and now he exists only in my mind? Or like, is this the real deal? What's after your second death? What comes after second death, Alan?
Good question.
Third breakfast?
Third breakfast. So, yeah.
And it's crazy because Perrin tries to appeal to Slayer. He's like, you have what you want. Leave him alone. And Slayer's like, no. It's like what you said. The spike is easy to find. And if I let him go, then you just follow me. Is that it's just too easy. And he just tosses Hopper off the side of the tower.
And Perrin goes to try to catch him, but Slayer stabs him in the stomach. Perrin's able to escape and keeps a hold of Perrin too, but Perrin's able to escape and somewhat saves Hopper, I guess, for a moment. But then Slayer aims the arrow to finish Perrin, and Perrin sees the nightmare opening up behind him. And it's like, all right, here we go. See how you do in this kind of dream. I've been training these for weeks. Yep. And that's how we end this chapter with Perrin jumping in and Slayer following into the nightmare.
Don't understate it. Training for weeks. He did a full on 80s montage.
Hell week.
Leveling up.
Oh, yeah.
So he is expert in the nightmares now.
Right.
Whenever you montage, when you come out of it, expert level. Nobody comes out of the montage like just being somewhat okay at stuff.
He was Stranger Things.
It's
Yeah.
it's like the whole thing. Like people always brag about how many books I can read in a year. Like I read 52 books this year, one book a week or whatever. And then I saw someone like make a point saying like, you know, it's better than reading 52 books. Read one book 52 times and become an absolute expert on the topic.
Be super annoying about it. Yeah.
Be super annoying about it. You know
Actually, he
everything.
used the plural of that word the first time he said it, but the second time he didn't. Yeah.
And get super annoying. Exactly. Fun times.
But this is that moment where, so you have Perrin saying, or you have Slayer telling Perrin to say goodbye, Bara. He says, "Looks like I've killed 5 wolves today." And then he looks at Perrin and he pulls an arrow like he's going to kill a 6th. And Perrin's like, "I can't leave Fael. I can't leave Hopper. I won't." As Slayer releases, Perrin desperately imagines himself strong and not faint. He felt his heart become whole again, like his veins filled with energy, his head cleared up, like he healed himself, and then went after Slayer.
Sorry, I didn't heartbeat for the effect.
That
Alan,
was
you're kind of creepy.
He said, "You can't heal yourself. There are ways, but simply imagining yourself well doesn't work. And you do seem how to replenish your blood." So this is where he's figured that part out. He's, Perrin is really mastering the dream in the moment.
Yeah. Oh, I learned I have sound buttons now. So I've added that too. So yeah.
Oh, he's got more toys. We're in trouble.
That's weird. How did I jump?
Laugh track. Anyways, ready for chapter 38? Wounds.
Wounds. Let's go.
All right. So we're with Egwene. During the battle in the White Tower, Egwene sees a group of Black Sisters, several sisters sending deadly weaves to unknown targets. So Egwene attacks them by blasting out the wall around them. Yeah. She's satisfied. At least she's killed one of them, I guess. Let's see. And yeah, at this point, I think there's more like assessing the damage that's been done.
Yeah, it was a battle with 3, and like you said, Egwene definitely had the satisfaction of being able to channel behind and in front and throwing herself in the way of the blasts. And then, she kind of learned from Perrin in that moment that she could pretty much stop this stuff. Egwene appeared in a storage room not too far away, and there were wise ones there, like they were carrying their spears. Like she was definitely assessing the situation and realizing that it's kind of hard to tell who was winning at this point.
Yeah. And at this point, also, Egwene is attacked from behind by Asana, but sends herself away.
Yeah. She's kind of like, she admitted like his being Perrin's appearance kind of taught her some things.
Yeah, she keeps on thinking about Perrin. She's like, man, he's really good.
Yeah, and she realized
she wasn't surprised that somebody could do those things. Because the more she's thinking about it, she's like, yeah, it is just a weave. Yeah, that is just a wall. Like anything I could like think of in my mind and imagine and believe in hard enough becomes reality here. That makes sense. It doesn't make sense that it was Perrin. That's the part that's throwing it off. Not that it happened, but that it was Perrin that did it. Like what?
Right.
And then you have Nicola like show up.
Right.
And then she gets killed.
Yeah. Almost immediately.
Yeah. Like Egwene was trying to
I have important news for you.
Yeah. Then Melaine shows up as well. Yeah. And yeah, she avoids the attack there. But 2 Black Sisters, it was Alvarin and Ramallah show up to try to attack them. Yeah.
It was just a lot of back and forthing of people in and out, and spears here, fire there, air blast here. And then Masana shows up here and there, and she's here and then she's over there. And then all of a sudden, like Masana shows up to throw a weave.
Yeah.
At Egwene.
Yeah, and Egwene's been waiting for this, so she has the two Aiel spears, just slices her up, but then the corpse turns into Katarine.
No. Don't
that-
fly past that. This was awesome. She
was.
had the full realization moment. It came together what Perrin showed her and essentially taught her. As
Right.
she threw the spear, this black Aja goes to defend with a wall of air, weaves a wall of air. And
Right.
as the spear's flying and starts to slow down, and Egwene goes,
No.
wait a minute, that wall of air isn't there. And it accelerates and goes into her. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, again, that moment on the big screen, this is where people would be on their feet cheering. There'd be like an, oh shit. Well, those who didn't know the story, let's say they were watching, never read the books. There'd be like, oh shit, she blocked it. And then when it went through and it clicks that she figured it out, everybody would be on their feet cheering.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is almost like the Marvel moment where like all the heroes show up in Wakanda and start coming out of the portals.
Yeah.
Like that's essentially what's happening here. The tides have turned.
Yep.
And the way it was written was really good. A wall of air before Masana. Egwene refused to allow it. That wall didn't belong here. It didn't exist. The spear stopped slowing and shot forward, taking Masana in the neck. The woman's eyes opened wide, and she slumped backwards, blood splurting from the wound. The black strip swirling around her, vanishing completely, as did the dress. So it had been a weave. Masana's dark face turned into that of
Katarine.
and then she was caught off guard. She's like, Katarina?
And then she hears snap.
Long, it was you? Yep.
Oh shit.
She spun in terror. A woman with chin-length dark hair and deep blue eyes stood beside her. She did not look very imposing, but she was very strong in the power, and her wrists held a bracelet connecting to a leash, the band around Egwene's neck.
Yep.
In Idon.
And of course,
she smelled just like Egwene's favorite soup that she would get from the kitchen. I wonder why that is.
I don't think it says that.
That's what I read.
But yeah, so she's captured. And Forsaken being Forsaken and way overconfident are like, we won now. Go ahead and tell the rest of the sisters we can go ahead and now flee back upstairs and we can talk about pathetic performance in battle later. But no need to stay around anymore. We've
And also, I'm going to give a 5-minute speech about what all of my plans are and just stand here and talk about. If they'd have gone full on tropish with it.
Was it Austin Powers that did that? Like where it's like, I'm going to put you in an extremely escapable situation. Where
yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah, has she not been watching what Egwene's been doing?
Yeah, exactly.
Now, that being said, she is preying on Egwene with the most devastating thing she could.
Right.
And I don't know if that's intentional, because the way she described it, she's like, oh, when I found out about these things from Semirog, I was like, ooh, this is neat. So maybe she doesn't know Egwene's past with them, but it doesn't matter. This is, Egwene eventually talks about like the test. She never took the test, but this was like when Nynaeve had to make that decision to save Lan or keep going or whatever. Like it's the most extreme emotional mind fuck.
Yeah, so the emotions welled up. Egwene found herself clawing at the collar, which got a look of amusement from Masana, and as Alviarin vanished to relay her orders. This could not be happening. It was a nightmare. And then a voice, you are Aes Sedai.
Yeah.
A quiet piece of her whispered the words, yet for all their softness, they were strong. And there was deep within her. The voice was deep. Now, Masana said, we will speak of the dream spike. Where might I find it? I said again, and Aes Sedai's calmness and Aes Sedai's control, regardless of the situation. Egwene lowered her hands and she literally just said, not speaking.
Yep. She made the Audon just vanish off her neck. And they became a challenge of wills. Where the final showdown wasn't like just power. It was just basically using Tel'aran'rhiod to like fight on who has the most authority here. And Egwene basically says, I call on all the strength and authority of the Armland seat.
Well,
And-
before we get there, though, because I want to really point out, like, she
Sure.
did have this internal battle. She's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%.
that there was like the thought that she could control the IDOM, and then there was this moment where she's like, "This is an IDOM, I cannot withstand this." And
Yeah.
then the reply said, "An Aes Sedai can suffer all things,
All
for only then can she truly, can she be truly a servant of all."
All. Yeah.
That's when I think like the Amerlin moment
Mhm.
really settled in.
Yep.
And it's like you said, she's like, "I am Amerlin."
Yeah.
And Amelin to the children, and Amelin to the tower that stood for thousands of years of trouble and chaos. Yet most of your life you lived in a time of peace, not strife. Like Masana's like, "You know nothing." And she's like, "No, Amerlin is more than a title, it's an embodiment."
Yeah.
Yeah. I might be young, but the Amerlin seat is ancient.
Yeah.
And that's who I am,
That's
bitch.
Two women gazes matched. Egwene stood breathing. She did not need to breathe. All was focused on Masana. Sweat trickled down Egwene's temples. Every muscle in her body tensed as she pushed back against Masana's will. And Egwene knew that this woman, this creature, was an insignificant insect shoving against an enormous mountain. That mountain would not move. Indeed, shove against it hard, too hard, and something snapped softly in the room. Masana dropped like a doll.
Broke her mind.
That's crazy. Like they could have ended the chapter right here. Like it would have been all cheers. It would have been just like glorious moment. And Egwene is finally like coming to herself in so many different ways.
Yeah.
And this
It's tragic though.
moment, it is.
The biggest tragedy is that these women who don't play the historical traditional roles of women from our society in this world, right? These women have servants. These women have things taken care of for them. They are the top dog or whatever, right? But now every single one of these women in the tower are going to have to learn to make their own sandwiches.
Oh yeah.
Because Egwene just snapped the mind of the head cook.
Are we still on this? We know that's confirmed.
I think it's confirmed here who it is. It's not. Doesn't it? Don't they see who it is?
No, not yet.
Okay. Anyways.
Oh man,
all right.
did you just spoil us? Look, I'm gonna believe it up until the point where I'm wrong. Okay.
Okay.
I argued with you during the live reaction. There's no way to cook. No,
Shit would be
I
hilarious.
love her too much.
Haven't you seen Under Siege? Nobody expects the cook.
Would it be hilarious? Yes. Do I expect it to be? No, not at all. I love the cook.
Yeah.
We're back to Perrin.
Back to Perrin. Yeah. Now, well, before we get to Perrin, there's a couple more. There's still a little bit more. Because she goes and returns with Nynaeve and Swan. And this is where Bear's like, I've seen this before.
Oh yeah.
She's broken.
Yeah,
Like broken.
broken. Yeah.
Amana, a wise one dreamer from my youth. She
Mhm.
encountered something in the dream that broke her mind. She spent the rest of her days in the walking world drooling and needing her linens changed. She
Mhm.
never spoke again, at least nothing more than the words of a babe who could barely walk.
Yep.
And then she said, "Perhaps it is time to stop thinking of you as an apprentice, Egwene Alvion.
Yeah. I guess you're ready to accept.
I guess you could be a wise one now."
Yeah, I guess so.
The ultimate rites of passage.
There you go.
Yeah.
Then we switch to Perrin. So, Perrin's racing through the nightmare. It's Tarmogoyden.
Which is
Yeah.
crazy. That's what
Yeah.
people are dreaming about, though. End of the world.
Yep.
The very
And-
stones burned. The sky was deep red. The ground trembled like a wounded buck kicking at a leopard, bleeding its neck.
Yep.
Perrin stumbled as a chasm opened before him. And Perrin's like, "Nah, I don't believe this stuff."
Not real.
Not real.
I love his strategy though. He's like, all right, I'm gonna change my costume. Swoop. and I'm going to be part of the nightmare without getting drawn into the nightmare.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This is like
The Lord.
this is like when
Wings.
the undercover cop has to do the heroin with everybody else to get him to believe that he's not an undercover cop. Like he's risking it here, bro.
Mhm.
He's snorting the cocaine off the hooker's butt. He's, or so I mean, that's the movies. I don't know what really happened.
I don't know what really happens.
I said, Slayer was very practiced in Talon Riyadh, but perhaps if Perrin had luck on his side, the man was skilled enough to avoid nightmares in the past.
Yeah.
And there he found Slayer, who was having a hard time because
He was. And then he makes like the wall next to Slayer like become like melt.
the
All
wall
sorts of
was
stuff.
melting from the heat. Perrin thought, focusing on the wall beside Slayer. It was easy here to change things like that. It was playing into the world the nightmare created. Slayer cursed, pulling back his hand like Slayer's having a hard time. And then he like vanished and he's trying to get out. He's trying to run from the nightmare.
Yep.
Perrin catches up to him.
Takes the dream strike and throws it. Yeah.
So let's talk about the difference in training, right? When Egwene is getting trained and the wise ones are talking about, going into other people's dreams, that is the most dangerous.
Right.
And like avoid it at all costs. And if you do it, be extremely careful. But there's no teaching of how to like fight per se in somebody else's dream.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Hopper's like, see all them nightmares over there? Go fuck them up. And that's how Perrin got taught. Like the most dangerous things the wise one, that even they avoid doing.
Right.
Hopper's like, go get you about 5 or 6 of them over there, and then we'll talk.
Yep.
And Perrin also landed a blow on Slayer here. Like he stabbed him in the gut. And then that, like, he took the spike and realized that the lava that was running was from Dragonmount. So he's like, well, if it will work there, it will work here.
Yeah, throws it into lava. Yep.
Oh, wait. In my mind, when I went through this, he flashed himself to Dragonmount, but he used the Dragonmount lava in the nightmare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did I miss that?
And then you have Hopper going, go, young bull, run, flee.
Find Boundless.
Yes.
And with that, Hopper
He
dies.
will explain the answers. Perrin blinked through hot tears, screaming raggedly as Hopper, sending so comfortably so familiar, faded from his mind. Gone, Perrin screamed in anguish. Voices raised, eyes strained with tears. Perrin willed himself out of the wolf dream and away, fleeing like an utter coward. That was a hard moment because he had a small victory, but he lost Hopper, and Slayer is still out there.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then we switch back to Egwene, who's waking up and finds Gawain pretty much dead. I mean, he's not dead, but he's dying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not doing too well. So Egwene calls for help. And Gawain, says about the message and the assassins, that they weren't Forsakens, that they were blood knives. And
well, I mean, I love the way she woke up. She's like, "Oh, it's a comfortable dark room. I can't wait to tell everybody how great I did.
There's blood everywhere.
That smell."
And then she's like, "Oh my goodness, a burning lamp! Oh my goodness!" And then she sees it.
Yeah,
everything sprayed red with blood, bodies everywhere.
Where
she sees Gawain and yells.
Yeah, and she yells for help. Can't. So she, as Gawain's on the brink of death,
No, there was a moment before that.
Gawain's rushing through all of the good parts.
You guys go and take it away. It's been 2 weeks or 3 weeks since I read this. You guys cancel so much on me. I did not reread today.
He looked up at her and he's like, "I love you," and she's like, "Lie still." And he's like, "Guess what? The assassins weren't your mistaken, bitch. I was right. You were wrong." And then she's like, "Really? This is where we're gonna go with this?" She's like, I guess I should be dead if Gawain hadn't stopped these assassins. But I can't tell him I'm right. I'll give him a consolation prize. I'm going to make you my warder. That's how I read that.
He's like, no sympathy warder shit. I don't want that sympathy
Yeah.
bond.
Only if
You gotta
really
mean
want Yeah.
You better pinky swear.
And she's like, I do. I love you. He's like, all right, well, we're getting married too.
But she says that. She says, not only am I making you my warder, but, I swear that I love you, swear that I want you to be my warder and bond, blah, 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 and that you're going to be my husband.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So finally, we have everything that Gawain wants.
Yeah.
And
And
that
I
she
think
wants.
Egwene
And
wants-
Egwene,
That's
she's
the end. She wants.
she's not going to this begrudgingly.
No.
I hope even though there's like Gawain haters out there, I hope people are having this finally moment. Like, to me, despite the Gawain haters, I've been more and more wanting these two to just get together and figure shit out later. Get together now, commit now, figure it out.
Yeah.
You'll be all right. You don't have to have it all figured out now. Just tell it not. Do it. They're good for each other. And he's literally in a different manner that you pointed out, Chris, but he's been training for this his entire life. I can't think of a better warder situation for Egwene.
Agreed. And then we
Yeah.
switch to Perrin.
And he wakes up in the tent with Fail.
Lights be praised, Fael says. We tried to heal you in your sleep, but it wouldn't take.
Yeah.
The wise ones are like, yeah, shit won't gonna work.
Stubborn Perrin, what are you still doing here? You're supposed to be gone by now.
Yeah.
Like, you just let them take care of you, okay? Just for a couple minutes at least.
Right.
She's like, Fael's like, just shut up. Like, the gateways are working. Everybody's through. We're getting things taken care of. And why do you think I would leave without you?
And they're moving the whole army to White Bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like, we have to get away. Slayer will not let this work be done.
Yep.
There'll be a trap, probably an army. Someone with an army. We have to leave.
Yep. Run away. Run away.
And then he realizes, Hopper is truly gone. And Fael's like, I see your sorrow. Something crazy happened. I lost a friend for the second time. She goes, Hopper. She smelled fearfully. He said, yes. She's like, oh, Perrin, I'm sorry. That's a cute moment between the two of them. Like, I didn't want to skip over it because she realizes that he lost his friend for a second time. And he was just on trial for avenging his friend's death once. And now he's going to avenge that death again.
Yeah.
But,
And that's no small thing.
Mm.
The hardest part, I've touched on this before, the hardest part of being a man is often, at least in my life, everybody around me is dependent on me. And I'm not just talking financially, in every way, dependent on me.
Everyone
and so
around
for
you,
me,
you said?
well, I mean, I'm not talking like you, Alan. I mean,
I was like, wait, hold on. I'm trying to put the two
Alan-
together.
Alan checks his bank statement. He's like, I don't see any deposits.
I don't. What's going on here?
No, you're running. We're on different boats. We're in the same water near each other. We can holler at each other. We're on different boats.
Okay.
On my boat, everybody's spending on me. So, for me to be vulnerable with things that I'm hurt with, or scared of, or worried about, rarely is met with reassurance. It makes them get worried. It makes them afraid. And now I'm consoling them and trying to help them through it, and still trying to pick myself up.
Correct.
So being able to be seen like that and just met with compassion is huge. And Perrin is extremely lucky to have that.
Yeah, you can't put your burdens on others.
Except for Alan.
Oh,
He's a dark-
Alan loves them. When I call him and tell him about my burdens, he goes, ooh, you got any more? Tell me some more.
They just
How does
want
that
to
make you
laugh.
feel? And then I'm like, Alan, are you eating popcorn? He's like, what? No. Why are you doing this?
The Ashaman have getting everybody out, and
Yep.
they're all leaving. So, and then we switch scenes to Grendel.
Yeah, with Slayer tossing the wounded Hopper. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that's not the right part. I'm in the wrong.
No,
I'm in the wrong section.
the
Sorry.
leather. Grendel sat back in her
Grendel.
chair.
Sorry,
The servant.
I was on the wrong page.
No,
It's like,
the servant. want
Grendel,
more
yeah,
than-
she's displeased
yeah.
about the failure of. Yeah.
His eyes were tempestuous and only half lowered. The one was under control, but barely. He knew he was unique. This is, of course, Morden's
Sure.
slave.
Yeah.
And he also seemed to know that his failure would fall upon her shoulders. Grendel did not sweat. She would not fail. She's like, prepare to spring the trap anyway. But the
She's
servant
got a
said,
plan B.
do it and do not speak back to the chosen dog.
Yeah.
What is this trap?
Mm. Dun, dun, dun.
Well, she talks about how she has a backup plan. Like she had this other thing planted that she could use if she need to, and now's the time. Which makes me think. And then the way, I don't know if you're near it to be able to read it, Chris, or if you know what I'm talking about. She's describing how she has to be cautious and how she gets close to him. His Tavernus is so strong, she can't like shoot arrows at him from a distance. They'll all miss. And it's got to be cautious in the approach. Like,
It had to be careful. Ibarra was Taviran, and so strongly one as to be frightening. Arrows fired from afar would miss, and at a time of peaceful contemplation, he would be alert and escape. She needed a tempest with him at the center of it, and then the blade would fall. This is not done yet. Fallen blacksmith, not by an inch or by a league. So she is going after Perrin.
Yep.
so she has control over someone. I won't say close to him, but certainly in his camp. So I don't like being that there has to be a tempest of distraction. I mean, there's got to be some sort of diversion going on when she strikes, right? And she has something or someone planted that is going to work perfectly for this, the way she's talking. So if it's somebody close to him, that's got me nervous. I joked about Fael before. I don't think Fael's like dark friend, like, you know, sold herself to a chosen or whatever. But remember, Grendel can do this mind control stuff. She probably has the ability to like make somebody a sleeper cell. Like they don't even know that they have this in them. They've been going on about their lives for the past month or so. And all Grendel has to do is activate them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So who has she had access to and when? She could have had access to Fael when Fael was captured. Possible.
Yeah.
But his camp is so large. I mean, it could be anybody.
She could have access to any of the Ashman.
Yeah. Yeah. Ay. Out of the frying pan, into the fire.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
That ends our chapter.
That ends the chapters. Yeah. That's all I got. Anything else?
I was emotionally drained at the end of this listen through.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
It's tough to have Hopper gone and to really start to see some things starting to kind of wrap up. Like we're getting what we wanted. We're gonna get a wedding soon.
Ooh, that's a good question. Sorry, someone in chat, Boundless. Have we met Boundless before, right?
Wasn't he part of the fight earlier and dipped?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or maybe he was the one who helped find the...
He was in some of the training montages too.
Yeah. The name doesn't seem new, but I don't know much about him.
He was all about hunting. He didn't want to just stick around.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Fun times.
It was a bit of a mystery when Hopper was like, oh, you found or you figured out something. Go talk to Boundless and he'll explain to you what I mean. Like, I don't know. Did I miss something there that
No.
Perrin found or figured out about himself, or
No, it's just Hopper's dying words. We're gonna find.
it was meant to be vague? The
Yeah.
answer is 42. Now you need to go figure out the question. Like what? What the? That doesn't help.
Yeah.
I feel like at the end of the day, like we're definitely gonna find. I think I don't know. The fact that Hopper's sending him to Boundless means Boundless probably has some deeper connection. Like maybe this is a man that went full on wolf or something.
Okay.
Like maybe this
Ooh.
is another gnome situation or something like that. Because
Okay.
you got to have somebody to like train Perrin to that next level. I know gnome can't do it because he went completely berserk. But maybe
Yeah.
this is another person, another human that
Fully committed.
fully
Mhm.
committed or went as far as Perrin went to where he can shift at ease, but
Mhm.
um
He went
Is it-
too strongly.
yeah, but isn't so strong that he
Yeah,
can't
he went
come
full
back.
wolf. Went full
Yeah.
wolf.
He's a step further than Elias, even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Elias didn't go full wolf.
No.
No one went full wolf. Anyway, good times. So favorite character?
Such an impossible question.
I know it is tough with these chapters.
The first chapter, Egwene, hands down, her preparation, her strategy,
Oh, sure.
all of that. That's easy. Second, I can't not give it to Gawain for fighting the 3 assassins. I mean, how do you not?
Yeah.
That's just almost unbelievable.
Hopper, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you. Hopper, 100%. Hopper is the OG. He saved Perrin's life. He helped.
Honestly,
Honestly, I was gonna say
you know me
Masana
too
because
well.
her plan definitely would have worked
Masana.
if it wasn't
Yeah.
for Perrin butting in.
Perrin doing it's only just a weave. There's a lot of good moments in these chapters.
Yeah,
If
it's really
Perrin
good.
had not just taught Egwene that lesson in that moment, Egwene
Yep.
would have been completely shut down.
How about the
So I'm
wise
giving-
ones
I'm
just
giving it to
kicking back?
Perrin.
The wise ones kicking back and
Like
watching all this
kicking backs.
unfold. And then
Yeah,
at the
they
end, just being like,
Yeah.
hey, good job, Egwene.
You passed the test. That hurt my nerve just a little bit as I thought about it, but yeah, I'm my favorite character is going to be Perrin for sure, just because Perrin's the man.
I'll give it to Hopper
Okay,
Okay, I mean, Hopper definitely gets a shout out.
and Talmanis.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Gawain only because y'all called out the other ones that definitely need to be called out. So
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Next week, I don't even know how many chapters we're doing next week. This is how little prepared I am to after 3 weeks of waiting.
sorry.
We are doing it's all good. People get sick. 3 chapters. 3. And those
Because one of the
chapters,
chapters is only like 7 pages long.
yeah. But some of them are pretty long. We are doing was it 39, 40, and 41. So
Threefold.
in the
land.
threefold land, a making, which is a really, really, really good chapter. An unexpected ally.
Who is our unexpected ally?
Hmm.
We're getting towards
we
the
find-
end of it, too.
do we find a way to finally partner up with the Sean Chan?
Yeah, I think that's definitely gonna be a thing.
But will that happen in this book? It'd be neat.
And so, who do we have that had to go back to the threefold land?
Hmm.
Didn't Avienda have to go back again?
Yeah, I thought so. They called her back to finish up her.
Her trials or something to become a
Yeah.
wife. So I think we're gonna get an Avienda chapter for sure.
Okay.
I don't know what the
That'd be
making is about. Like I feel like we've heard that before.
A making. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't remember what it was referencing.
These are all good chapters because these are good chapters. I think all the rest of these chapters in this book are good. Could have done live reactions to any one of these episodes. We are doing one more live reaction for this book, but that will be in if we don't skip any more episodes in February. So
okay, all right.
So we get some time. Yeah, so fun times. Three chapters next week. So
Yes.
get ready. That'll be on Tuesday, pending everyone healthy and making it through, and nothing.
If
No life.
Hospital. I will be here.
All right, sounds good. Well, how we can be found is at thewheelreads.com. It's a website. You can find links to all sorts of cool stuff like our Discord and social media, which I'm actually posting on again. I'm back on. I'm doing stuff on X again, which I
saw that.
Yeah, I've been posting. Which I had it in a long time, just because once it switched over from Twitter to X, I was like, I don't feel like doing this anymore. But I've started promoting other things, so I was like, I might as well promote multiple things while I'm here. So I've been doing that. So yay. So I'll keep it up. So go check out that if you want to follow us there. That's really the only social media that I'm doing for the Wheel Reads. But yeah, follow us on all the things. If you want to support us, always helpful. Buy some merch if you want some cool things like t-shirts and stuff like that. Frosty mugs. If you want to support us otherwise, there's Patreon. You can always support us that way too. So we appreciate all of those things.
Yeah, our first episode of the final year. The Wheel Reads. It's crazy.
The final countdown. Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Yep. And that's all I got for this week. So
until next time.
Peace.
Okay, bye. Thank you for watching The Wheel Reads.
Until next time.
Okay, bye.
Get your Coast Guard certified life-saving device ready and strapped on.
Oh, where are we doing tonight?
What kind of strap on you talking about?
Sure.